welcome back to part 2 of our fish cake. Remember, we have just made the dough all together, so now I'm about to make my fish cake. So you all know that making fish cake or fritters, it carries a lot of oil, oil to kill you. But since we are in the area where we become so conscious with what we eat, so many people said, oh, I used to love fish cake, but you know something, it's too oily. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to make fish cake without that oil. So here am I doing. My pot is hot. My pot is there, so let me test how hot it is. Yes, you can see it is hot. There is no oil in it. You see, my pot is dry. But what am I going to do? I'm going to grease the pot. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little oil from my oil pan. Look at it. I'm going to grease my pot. Just grease it. Remember? Yes, I just grease my pot. What am I going to do? I'm just going to take a little piece of this and I'm going to spread it all over the pot. All over. You see? All I'm doing, remember fish cake is very oily, so all I'm going to do is just to make sure that I grease the pot. And remember, here is the fish cake again. Remember, it's the first time I'm going to make it with some whole wheat flour because I would like my husband to taste it with him coming. So remember, I've already given you the ingredient, what is in this. If you want to make more, if you want to make a party to take some, you can double my ingredient, and I'm going to make sure I posted it right. The smaller and the thinner they are, it is a much better it is. So now we are about to put it in the pot. Remember, there's no oil in the pot. I'm going to be putting them there. So while I put it there, you open it, right? And I put it there. Remember, I had just a cup of saltfish, a stalk of scallion, a little thyme, some scotch bonnet pepper, just a little piece. Some people, if you want to put more pepper in there, the hotter is it, we all know is the sweeter or fish cake is, but because I want the babies to eat it, my grandbabies, and look at it. You see, I wanted my grandbabies to eat, so I'm careful of the pepper. They're going to say, no, grandma, this is too hot. So here I'm doing my fritters tonight. I don't know what is going to be come of it, but my fritters, as it is baking, no oil, so everybody can enjoy your food. So here am I. The fritters is in the pot. No, wow, look at that. Look at that. It's coming, man. Look at that. And remember what I use? I use the whole wheat flour because I just want my husband to eat it, and he becomes so conscious of his food while he's eating it. Give it a little more time. So while you turn them over, you can just use a spatula and just press them out, because doing your fritters, it carries a lot of oil, but we are doing it different. So don't worry, you'll be able to eat your fritters later on in life. You're gonna say, oh, I saw, look, you see that? Yes, I take it up. You see, there's no oil in it. See it? It's whole. Yes, and it's coming on. Yes, remember, unlike the flour dough where we fry this dumpling, it's not hard. It's a very moist ingredient. Oh boy, look in there, look there, look there. Woo, you see that? They're coming in, and look at the dough. Remember, we make it a bit watery. How do I know when it is ready? See there, when it is really pouring out, you see? Yes, but while we're doing it, we have to make sure that we constantly turning them, flipping them over and over, that they cook an equal side. Please call your friends, tell them Missionary Boris is here doing fish cake without oil, because we want to get away from too much of the oil and would like everybody to enjoy our food. Listen, I could do it on my grill. Here's my grill right here. I could do it on my grill, but I realized there's a grill here. I realized that not everybody may be fortunate to have a grill on top of the stove, and I want everybody. I don't want you to say, Missionary Boris, I don't have a grill. Why you didn't cook it in the pot? So I'm trying the pot, man. I'm doing it in the pot, man. I'm putting it, yes. Yes, it is coming up. It is coming up. So as we go along and waiting on the fish cake to cook, let me remind you of the ingredients that is in it. Remember, I have my stalk of scallion, my little, you hear how me emphasizing on my little scotch bonnet because it's the talk of the town. Yeah, man, very good scotch bonnet. So I put a little piece in it. Remember, scotch bonnet is not so hot, you know. It's just the aroma that is in it, right? So I have my little piece of scotch bonnet. I have my stalk of scallion. I have my cup of saltfish, and I have 2 cups of whole wheat flour. And there's no oil in the pot at this time. No oil. All I do, I grease the pot as you're seeing. Look at that. Look. And what? We do 2.5 cups of water. And that is good. So tonight here we are. We are doing our fish cake without oil. Fish cake without oil. And as we cook, remember we have to do it on equal. We cannot allow one side of it to be cooking and the other side not cook. We need it to cook very equal. So let me show you what we have coming up out of the pot. Look there. This is a fish cake. Remember how if we had cooked it in the oil would be flowing all over the place. Oh my God! Tell me what you do. Tell me how you do your fish cake. What kind of fish? This is a fish that we call saltfish. Some people say bacalao. Some people all kind, but guess what? It's a saltfish. Remember, we cook it. We cook it and wash out the extra salt, and we pick it up in little pieces so it can all be saturated in the oil. Yes, just call your friends, Missionary Boris. I know somebody's going to call me later and say, oh, you make my mouth run for some of that fish cake without oil. Yes, I'm doing it because you know what happened? I want us to know that the food that we used to eat back in the days, we can still eat them without the very ingredient that our doctor will say we need to get out. Doctor will say you need to get out some of the grease out of your food. You need to get off the white flour. So we can still cook it. All we have to do is turn it around. Tonight, that is what Missionary Boris is doing, showing you all you who cannot eat grease that you can eat your fish cake without oil, right? And if you have a grill, do it on your grill. If you don't have a grill, do it in your pot. Remember, there is no oil in the pot. And here it, you see that? They're coming up. They're coming up. They're coming up. Ta-ta! Until I hear from you, we'll be having fish cake tonight.